Hey guys, what's up? It's Looney TNT. So, is is skilling just like not cool anymore? And let's kind of discuss the skilling aspect of old school RuneScape because back in the day, man, skilling used to be pretty cool. Skilling used to be one of those things that were really fun to do, really entertaining for people to watch. People were racing past 99 XPs and, trying to hit 200 million XP. And it was always a really cool thing to watch people try to achieve. And I just don't think it's as cool anymore. Like, for me, I think it's cool. But for a lot of viewers, I just don't think that's the thing. I think what a lot of people are watching on YouTube or watching on Twitch and things like that, they're watching, bossing and stuff like that. Like, when I was kind of, making videos way back in the day or just playing the game in general, and it was a lot of like PvP and skilling. Those were two things that were like super massive. Like you could go onto someone's live and someone could be like, smithing cannonballs like me, and it's like, all right, they're getting some XP, not a big deal, right? Nowadays, if you're doing that, people are calling you a noob. They're like, why are you wasting your time? Why don't you go do some Vorkath? Why don't you go do some TOA? They really love the they really love the PVM content, right? Which is completely understandable. For me personally, I still remember the great days of the skillers. It's still pretty cool. I still think it's a thing. I just I don't think it's as relevant as it used to be though, and which is kind of unfortunate because when you look at the top guys, 200 mil. I know the front page is filled up and things, but there's still a lot of spots to be filled up with all the 200 mils. And I don't know. Like for me, I think I was ranked like 50,000 or something like that. And it used to really be something cool to try to get like a better ranking. Like, wouldn't it be crazy if I could ever be top like 10,000 in the world? That would be incredible. But I don't think people would really care about the XP. They'd be like, well, how many bosses have you killed in the wilderness? I think people are more into that. And I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you guys think a max cape is actually very impressive anymore? Like a max cape wasn't even a thing back in the day. It used to just be the 99s. But now that we got the max cape, like I still feel the max cape is a very incredible feat of RuneScape. The fact that you got all in the 99s in every single skill is still pretty rare. There's I think only 50 something thousand players have ever done it. That is crazy. And then you look at the amount of people that have raided. There's way more people that have done raids than have maxed their account on old school RuneScape, but it just doesn't. It's just not the same. I don't think people see it the same as it once was, which is fine. It is what it is for me. I really wish skilling had maybe a little bit more credit, I guess you could say. Because when I see someone who has 99 rune crafting, I'm like, dang. And then I see someone with the Inferno Cape, and I'm like, dang. But obviously, the Inferno Cape is going to take a little bit more skill to get, obviously. But the person who got the Inferno Cape, do they have the dedication to the game to be able to get 99 rune crafting? I don't know. I don't know if that's his thing, So when you look at both of them, I don't think you can judge one to the other. I think they're both very unique and very important to old school RuneScape. I think skilling will, when sailing comes out, I feel skilling will have a big resurgence where it's like, oh dang, everybody's racing for the 200 mil sailing. Who's gonna get it first? Who's gonna get the first 99? I think it's going to. I think it's going to be pretty fun to witness in the beginning. I think it's going to be like I said. I think it's going to be very popular when sailing comes out, and people will enjoy kind of the skills and things like that. I feel old school RuneScape skilling maybe is not as cool as it used to be. Well, just because there's really nothing else to do in the game. When you have skills are done. It's like this is when you look at like all the skills that we have right now. 2277 has been the number since old school RuneScape started, and I don't know if anybody ever thought that number would ever go up, which is pretty incredible that it is. And it's I don't think the appeal was there. I just don't see. I don't know if people really cared about the XP as much. Like if I got a 200 mil in any of these skills, I think that's impressive. But I just don't think people would really care. I don't know. That's kind of why I'm making this video. What do you guys think? Is skilling cool, or is it lame? What do you guys think? Because your opinions are just as important as mine. I'm curious to see how many of you actually think skilling is cool or skilling is lame. It's like, for example, we go to the crafting guild real quick, or not the crafting guild. We go to the Mist Guild. This is something that I think is cool, but for a lot of people, they can care less. So I'm going to come up here and I'm going to run to the side over here. And, we're going to go to this little cooking thing right here. Look at this. Check this out. A range right here. And then I'm just going to cook some shark. And I think this would be amazing to get 200 mil. But a lot of people, I don't think they care about that. I think it's just kind of irrelevant. I think it's one of those things where people are like, so you get 200 mil in cooking. Big deal. Have you rated? So, I don't know. I think skilling is cool. I think getting XP after 99 is super cool. I think 200 mils are probably... They would have to be... They would have to be one of the most impressive things for me in old school RuneScape is getting a 200 mil in a skill. That means that you've got the most experience that you can ever get in that skill, and you did it. I think that's pretty incredible. I think that's better than any PVM boss or raid. I think the 200 mil is trumps all that. But that said, we all have different opinions, and I would love to know yours. And like always, anything goes good with the Dragon Mid.